Threat affects humans and could create more harm than intended if not handled properly. No one likes to be threatened. Sigma males are lone wolves, calm and introverted males of the socio-sexual hierarchy of males who always keep to themselves. However, they don't back down from threats. They are bold and confident to face anyone. They are not the kind of people to be threatened, and they will see to it that the person is destroyed. Are you curious to know what happens when a Sigma male is threatened? Watch until the very end of this video as we unveil how Sigma males respond to threats and how they handle them. 1. They do not let fear overwhelm them. Threatening Sigma males to make them afraid is a funny thing to do. Sigma males are not afraid of threats. They might be introverts, but they are not weak. Unlike most people who allow fear to take over them and get depressed when threatened, Sigma males do not allow fear to take over them. This does not mean that they are superhumans or they do not feel anything. According to Nelson Mandela, courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but the one who conquers that fear. Sigma males do not allow the fear of threat to make them anxious or depressed. Accepting fear is the first step to defeat, and Sigma males do not accept defeat, and they do not allow fear to bring them down. It takes courage to free oneself from the control of fear, and Sigma males move forward despite the presence of fear. 2. They don't overreact and they choose their words carefully. Nobody loves to be threatened. However, not everyone reacts to threats the same way when they are eventually threatened. Some overreact to the situation while some do not. Sigma males do not overreact and are not quick to talk. They are mindful of the words they say because they know that words said in anger can result in lots of regrets afterward. We often add to our pain and suffering by being overly sensitive and overreacting to minor things, and sometimes taking things too personally. Sigma males do not overreact to threats, they look before they leap. Overreacting messes up their intentions and ways of handling issues. They rather not toe that part. They prefer being calm and mindful of the words they use. Being calm about everything allows their mind to find solutions. Calmness is a state of trust. Instead of overthinking and overreacting, they just surrender for that moment and allow themselves to receive guidance for what doesn't make sense. This does not mean they are afraid to speak up. Rather, they try to keep their emotions under control. They are men of few words who are wise enough to pick and choose their words. They always speak up when necessary. They do this to create suspense, so that no one will hold them accountable with their words or know their next moves. According to Charles R. Swindoll, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. It's not what happens to you and how you react to it that matters. Sigma males make sure that threat does not get over them by ensuring they don't overreact to it. 3. They confront the threat. Threat is managed by either confronting or eliminating them. You cannot afford to ignore a threat because it will end up consuming you. Sigma males are not afraid of confrontation. They are not people to be intimidated by threats. Sigma males confront threats without conveying their weakness or escalating the conflict. They try to have a direct talk and focus on each other's interests to arrive at a common consensus. Confrontation helps them seek to understand what provoked the threat, as knowing its cause could determine their response to it. Oftentimes, while doing this, they realize that the threat may be an expression of the person's intentions, to resort to the best alternative to a negotiated agreement, in the absence of a satisfactory offer. Sigma males ensure to inquire about the needs and alternatives to determine if a possible agreement exists. However, when the threat is nothing more than insidious intimidation, their approach is quite different. They let the person know they are onto the game and ready for anything. Sigma males display strength when faced with threats but demonstrate their preference for confrontation and negotiation. 4. They utilize the threat as an opportunity. Threats and opportunities can be viewed as two sides of the same coin. Any threat that is being posed can affect your life or provide an opportunity. When someone poses a threat to Sigma males, they see that the person is creating opportunities for themselves. When they confront the threat, they turn it into an opportunity, bearing in mind that the threat is creating an opportunity for him/herself. Sigma males utilize this opportunity for themselves and their good. Sigma males have creative minds, and they always make good out of trash. Sigma males view the threat as a window that gives a leadway to exploit the situation to their advantage. Sigma males are wise, while other people might be carried away by the threat and get so depressed and worried over threats. Sigma males utilize threat as an opportunity to explore and make good out of it. They turn it to their advantage. Sigma males' approach to threat is very unique. When asked to divulge their intentions, Sigma males say that every challenging situation or threat they receive is an opportunity to create possibilities and turn things to their advantage. This makes it difficult for a threat to have control of them. They are true warriors who always have an upper hand over situations. 5. They walk away when it's not necessary. Sigma males encounter many threats throughout their lives. They have over time learned how to evaluate threats and know the immediate ones, violent and not necessary. Sigma males can decide how certain the person threatening them will follow through with their words. They know that there is a wider margin between a threatening note and a man standing in front of you holding a knife. The reaction necessarily depends on the immediate danger of the situation. If the threat is immediate, they quickly and calmly look around for potential defense. But if the threat is abstract, they get a clear picture of what is happening. When a threat is not necessary, Sigma males walk away from it and ignore it. They are focused people who do not spend time on frivolities. Sigma males cannot be seen engaging in meaningless fights or tussling for power. They rather focus on their passion and goals. They are not dramatic and hate drawing attention to themselves. While some people might see it as defeat, Sigma males care little or less about what people think about their decision to walk away from a meaningless fight. They don't seek validation from anyone, so they do not pay attention to people's opinions or allow people's opinions to influence their decisions for choosing to walk away. 6. They fight without being violent. Threats of violence have a serious impact on our mental health. Sigma males value their mental health and avoid violence. They wouldn't want to take it as the best approach to handling threats. They fight for their defense. Most people will not stop intimidation until you stand up and face them squarely. Sigma males hate intimidation and will do everything possible to deal with anyone who tries to intimidate them. Sigma males are not the type of people who look out for trouble. They are introverts who keep to themselves and love respecting their boundaries. They ensure that anyone who messes up with them pays for it. Sigma males are not people you threaten and go scot-free. They are calm but fiercely strong and resilient, and will ensure you pay for the pain you cause them. Threatening a Sigma male is not a good bridge to cross, as it will result in an unfavorable situation, because those sets of people never back down until they get justice, but they do not stoop so low to violence. By all means, they avoid violence, but they fight for their rights. 7. They apply rational thinking. Rational thinking is the best excellent approach to solving complex, threatening situations. Sigma males are logical thinkers who reason excellently and have a logical approach to every threat they face. When threatened, Sigma males use their creative minds to analyze the issue before reacting. Instead of reacting immediately or talking rashly, Sigma males rather think through the threat and the situation surrounding it before they address it. Their logical thinking analyzes the situations, applying a chain of reasoning and coming up with sensible solutions. They use reasoning to study a problem in detail and make rational decisions to overcome the challenges. Sigma males use logical thinking to justify their decision and strategy based on the gathered facts. They do not develop a strategy to handle the threat based on their gut feeling or because it feels right. They steer clear of any biases or assumptions and ensure they handle the threat as it should be. This helps them not to make rash decisions. Rather, they rationalize their thoughts and create positive outcomes. Learn how Sigma males grow up. Click on the image, and I will see you in the next video.